Hi, Hansi. How are you today?
Hi, Erica. I'm good. I've been trying my best to take your advice last time, and I've been trying to be good, but I feel like it's not really helping.
Okay. So I know last time that we spoke about how you were feeling overwhelmed and guilty from
Mhm.
your workload and your home life, as well as your drinking habits. How has that been going? Has there been any improvements, any
Um,
changes?
well, I wouldn't say improvements. I think you remember last time I told you that I've taken 2 glasses every week, and then it increased to 4 glasses. And the main reason I came to see you was to stop that habit. Well, it hasn't gotten worse, so I'm still sticking to 4 glasses, but sometimes, I've tried to cut down, and it's really not been great. I wasn't successful, and also with work and everything, I told you that I've been feeling a lot guilty. So I've been trying to wind down at night to keep some time to myself. But then again, that guilt just creeps in. So, yeah.
Okay, so if things were to feel even a little bit better, what would that look like for you? What change would you like to see for yourself?
Well, one thing would be the alcohol, that's for sure. And the other would be to be there for my kids without feeling guilty, and to rest, basically. I'm
Okay,
exhausted.
so
Mhm.
would it be okay if we worked towards some goals together from in this session?
Yeah, I think that would be helpful for me.
Okay, and what kind of goals would you like to achieve?
Uh, well, one thing is, for the first one, I really feel guilty about drinking, so I do want to cut that down or cut that out, from my life. And the other would be to spend more time with my kids, but feeling less guilty, if that makes sense, and less tired.
With regards to your drinking, what do you feel would be an attainable goal? I know you said you're trying to stick to the four glasses of wine a day, but
Mhm.
how would you feel about maybe cutting that down to three, two, maybe two might maybe a little rushed, but how do you feel about cutting that down from four? Do you think that's attainable?
Yeah, I think I can try that. Well, if I feel like doing it myself, it's difficult, but I can definitely try, and I want to try it.
Okay, so maybe we could do, I don't know if you tell me how you feel about this. Um, we could do a tracker. So, I know you stated that it's mostly on the weekends that you drink, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so we can do a weekly tracker, and we will record how many glasses to kind of keep yourself accountable. So maybe I feel like we should probably start at three. How does that sound to you? Do you think that's attainable?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so starting next, the following weekend coming, we will try to aim for three.
Hmm.
um, and do that for as long as you feel comfortable every weekend. But our goal is to decrease it to two, track for a little while, decrease to one, track for a little while, and then eventually we will not have alcohol anymore, and we'll try to sustain that. Um, do you think that sounds fair? That's doable for you?
Yeah, I think so. I can try my best. Yes.
Okay. And you also spoke about the guilt with your child and your work balance and stuff.
Yeah.
What do
Hmm.
you think a goal would be attainable for you in that sense? What would you like to see change there? What do you think would be something simple, something not too big of a leap, but something small that you could attain?
I feel like if I had some time to myself after work, to calm myself, and I would be able to handle the night. I f- so the fact that I come home and then have to rush into cooking, and taking care of my kids is what makes me exhausted and I feel frustrated. So I feel like if I had some time to myself, that would be helpful.
That's definitely understandable. The monotony of having two roles, your work goal and your home goal is very, very difficult at times. I think definitely if you could find maybe even 5 or 10 minutes to just have to yourself when you came home to decompress, that would maybe cut down on some of your stress. Um, do you feel like that would be possible? Like, do you have that open communication with your partner to be able to be like, I definitely need this time to myself?
I haven't tried explaining in that way, so maybe I could try that before our next session. I could try to see if I can get somewhere with that communication.
Okay.
Yeah, I can certainly try.
That's definitely a first, like good first step. Um, talk to your partner and just be very open with him. Be very forthcoming and just let him know how you're feeling. Um, so we'll work on that for next time. If he does agree to allow that time for you, what kind of things would you think are comforting to you? Like, what would decompress you enough to be able to go on with your night?
Maybe, just have a few minutes to myself or about 10 to 15 minutes to myself. Maybe a quick shower and, just simply just sit for a bit, either do something that I like. That would be helpful, I think.
Okay, that sounds like a good start. So I think we will see how it goes with your husband.
Mhm.
Hopefully he does allow you that time, he gives you that grace, and then we can work on some things next session that would allow you to decompress. A shower would definitely be one. Just wash the day off of you. If you don't have time to do that, you could throw on a quick meditation. If you can get quiet, I know that can be a little hectic with children. Um, and also, how old are your children again?
One's 4, the other one's 6.
Okay, so they're not quite at the age that they would be able to understand. So we'll just have to work around that. But definitely, we hopefully we can get that time for you to just decompress, and that should be able to relieve some of that stress there. We'll work on our tracker. Um, again, we'll start with three, then let's give it maybe a month. So 4 weekends, we'll go with three. Does that sound too little or too much time or too little time?
No, I think the more we take it slow, the more beneficial it would be for me.
Okay.
I think that would, yeah, it would be helpful for me.
Okay. So we'll start next weekend with three.
Mhm.
We'll go for a month. So 4 weekends. Make sure you're tracking it. Just to keep yourself accountable. Um, if you see it written on paper, it's easier to follow. Then we'll go to two, we'll go for a month, we'll go to one, go for a month, and then hopefully in a couple of months you'll be able to not rely on the alcohol. Does that sound good? Does that sound too difficult or
Yeah. I don't think it sounds difficult at all. But yeah, I think the tracker would help me because last time when I tried to do it by myself, it wasn't very helpful, but I can try, yeah, this
okay.
time.
Okay, well that's what we're gonna do for now. Um, is there anything else that you need to tell me? Anything else that you're feeling? Anything like that?
No, nothing like that. It's just that I was worried about not being able to come back to being regular as I was before, taking care of my kids in a healthier way. But I think I can try this, and the next meetup we can talk about whether it worked or not, I
Yeah, there
think.
is always time to add more goals, but you want to start slow so we don't overwhelm you, right? So those are your two main goals. We can also work on goals with how to. interact with your children when you're in moments of stress. Can work on goals for once you cut the alcohol out, what will we replace um, that with? Do you know what I mean? Not that you need to do it with a substance, but like what maybe a meditation will help, or even going for a walk, going to a movie, anything like that, just to decompress. So I do definitely thank you for taking the step and coming here today, and we'll work on those goals. And I'm looking forward to hearing your progress. You're doing great. You're doing very good.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you, Hansi.
Thank you. See you again. Bye.